All right, happy Thursday, January the 11th, everybody. This is DCA Pro, and I'm Matthew Wallace, and I'm going to dig right into it. We've had a lot going on. Yesterday, the Bitcoin ETF was approved, which was big news, and the cryptocurrency market has responded to that. Bitcoin maintaining a price tag of around $47,000 as of this morning Central Time in the US. And also a big surprise that I didn't expect. I was actually trading DCAing in and out of Ethereum, and you can actually see I've changed my price entry points, but just something to kind of go over, because if any of you follow my Twitter account, which if most of you are going to be seeing this video on Twitter, I'm also posting on YouTube as well. On my Twitter account, which will be linked in the description on YouTube, follow that. I will post screenshots and keep you guys a little more updated than having to wait for the videos on entry points that I change and if I exit the market, things like that. So yesterday I actually saw that I was in a pretty decent profit, around 13 to 14% profit on Ethereum. I had bought around 22,000, right around like 22,000 ish, between 22,000 and 2,200 and $2,300, right around this middle mark here. But I had also purchased it a little bit higher. So we preach dollar cost averaging, whether you're doing a short-term investment, trading, or if you're holding things long-term. We encourage people who are wanting to get into investing in cryptocurrency to dollar cost average in. So I had hit two different entry points, and then we shot up around just below 2,500, and I think I ended up selling right around $2,450 ish, something like that. I was like, it's probably going to come back down fairly soon, and then lo and behold, with the ETF news, it shot way up past $2,500, and now we're sitting around $2,642. If you look at my indicator down here, we're on the 4-hour chart. It should cool off. The trend is pretty high on the trend entry and exit points, so we've hit a pretty good, we're basically pegged at 100 right now on the exit points that we would recommend for more short-term trading. You don't blindly follow the indicator that I have. However, we're starting to see volume come back down on Ethereum, so this will probably have a bit of a pullback. Now, whether it drops way back down to this $2,366 mark, we don't know. I may change those entry and exit points later on down the line, maybe within the next week or so, just to kind of see how this stabilizes out. If we see a pullback, we may not see it right away, maybe over the next couple of weeks to a month. So these entry points may change. However, if we look on the daily, if you're doing more of a long-term hold on Ethereum, we haven't even really hit a suggested exit on that just yet. We're just shy of, I like to start looking for an exit if I am going to pull any profits, once we get up past around 85 or 90 on the indicator. And it looks like volume. These red circles indicate that we're starting to see a lot of money come out of that particular asset. So Anyway, let's get right into it. I don't want this video to drag on too long. You guys are here to hear new entry and exit points. I've not exited my Solana or Chainlink just yet. I'm waiting for those to get into a more profit before I exit those, but I'll go over those nonetheless. All right, so let's get right into Bitcoin. So what I want to show you is, based on whatever the current price is, what are the things that I look at, and how do I come up with these yellow entry lines? On the surface, you might think that I'm just looking at support and resistance levels, which yes and no, but I also use what's called a Fibonacci retracement tool. So let's say once I see on the daily, Bitcoin I invest in more longer term, so I usually look at the daily. Since I've seen us come into a possible exit point, what I start doing is that suggests to me that we've reached a local top of some sort. So what I'll come in here and do is grab my Fibonacci retracement tool. I will start from the local top and click and drag this down. And you know, there's two ways you could go about this. If you are doing more of a short-term trade, then you might want to look at a local bottom, say right here, if we found some support within a localized area. So I might drag it right here. I am trading more long-term, and I am hoping for at least a 20 to 30% pullback in Bitcoin, because we've been on such a tear for quite a while. So the way I'm coming up with my entry points is I'm actually coming down to what I believe will be a retest of this support line right here. I'm not anticipating, unless there's some major event, I'm not anticipating us coming below $40,000. If we do, it may wick down just below it. So that's why I've got this kind of support line right here. So I'm going to leave the Fibonacci retracement here. So I played around with my entry points. Since I'm dollar cost averaging in, as long as I set up 3 to 4 entry points and I spread my investment across those 3 to 4 entry points, I'm good. That's my strategy. That's what I'm comfortable with. Even if Bitcoin were to correct 50%, I'm still okay dollar cost averaging in. And over the long term, you're going to be fine. You're going to see Bitcoin continue to go up over the next year to a year and a half. So what we're going to do here is I look at this 50% level. Now, typically, what I will do is I will have my first entry point at this 50% level on the Fibonacci retracement tool, and then I'll have a second one at this second line. So this is called kind of the golden area of 50% retesting. So typically, you'll see Bitcoin come back down after a local top and retest this 50% level. So I usually split my my buy entries between these two lines here, and then I'll usually move this about halfway down before the bottom of my Fibonacci retracement tool, and these would be my entry points, so to speak. However, because of the Bitcoin ETF, I'm trying to hedge my bets between if we're going to keep going up for a little bit and maybe hit this $50,000, or possibly shoot past it and keep going up for, say, the next month or two. I want to get into the market dollar cost averaging. If we come back down, then that should put me back into the market. You see this kind of local wick down on the daily. I'm anticipating we at least come back down a little bit and do this kind of teacup shape if we're going to keep going up. If we keep going down, then I've got another entry set up for $43,000 roughly. And then again at this local bottom here at around 41, and then again at 38 just in case. So I've got entry points set up at all four of those levels. And I would suggest, let's say you have $1,000 that you want to invest into Bitcoin. If you want to follow along with me and you decide that's a good strategy, then you would put $250 at each of these levels. And you could do that over on Coinbase, is the exchange I use if you're in the United States. If you're outside of the United States, there's some really good exchanges. There's big ones that you could look into. Same thing with Ethereum. Now, Ethereum really shot up, so I'm anticipating adjusting these prices over time. Again, follow on Twitter or X.com, and if I update these before I do another video, you can see those updates there. For now, you can see that I've pulled a Fibonacci retracement, and I've got some entry points set up for $2,369, 23 right at 2,300 again, and then again at 22, and then I would anticipate us hitting this, right around a $2,000 level. Those are kind of psychological levels. And you can see that the Fibonacci retracement almost hits perfectly right at that $2,000 level. So again, from a DCA strategy standpoint, you got $1,000 that you want to put into Ethereum, then equally spread those out. Same for Solana. Now, Solana and Chainlink are in a little bit different situation. There are other YouTubers that I would recommend. If you search for Bitcoin dominance, you will run across a gentleman named Benjamin. He has a YouTube channel called Into the Cryptoverse. Talks a lot about Bitcoin dominance. If Bitcoin retests and corrects tremendously, then you're going to see altcoins like Solana and Chainlink. We could see a major pullback on those. If so, these are good price points to dollar cost average into. I'm actually currently in Solana and Chainlink currently. I have hit these price points here, all the way down to this $84 level. So I'm currently waiting for us to at least get back up to here at $136. That will give me a really good profit on Solana. Same with Chainlink. I've actually hit all of these buy limits except for this $12 limit down here. So I'm actually waiting on Chainlink. You could, if you're not currently in Solana and Chainlink, you could come in here and go ahead and do a market buy for the current price on each of those and set up your other entry points. Again, spreading out your dollar cost averaging into these assets. If you have $1,000, again, as an example, you would put $250 at each of these lines. I hope all of this information was beneficial for you guys. Also, the indicator, I will be doing a video soon on this indicator that I coded up for you guys that I find really beneficial. I will be sharing that with you guys, and you can go and add it to your TradingView account. If you don't have a TradingView account, also have a link for that. Please sign up and follow that referral link. I think I get some sort of reward point or something like that that could be equal to a couple dollars here and there. I'm going to do my best to never have advertisements on my accounts for the videos that I share. In other words, I don't want you all to have to watch paid ads ahead of my videos. I want to get you the information as quickly as possible. I would very much appreciate it if you would like the videos, comment on the videos, and if you need anything that I suggest and I have a link for it, please use the link. That would help me out a lot and let me know that the content is valuable to you guys. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day and happy investing and happy DCAing. Appreciate it. And again, this has been DCA Pro. I will see you guys later.